What's going on, guys? This is Tony Hannity from LazyTechGuys.com, and we are here to demonstrate a brand new phone for MetroPCS here in the United States. This is the LG Motion 4G. So if you have never heard of this phone, this was recently announced by LG and MetroPCS, and it is definitely going to be one of their mid-range phones, maybe even an entry-level device, but there are some actually pretty cool specs to go with it. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at those. First of all, the phone, it is 4G LTE, so bear in mind that you have a 4G LTE connection like we do here in Northern California around San Francisco Bay Area. You would have that ability at no additional cost. Second of all, it's going to drop down to a CDMA 3G, so that's pretty standard. Also, it has a 3.5-inch ISP display, and it does have resolution of 320 by 480 pixels. It is running Android 4.0, that would be Ice Cream Sandwich. Internally, a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core processor and a internal memory of around 5 gigabytes. And so, kind of giving you a little bit of a walk around on the phone. You've got your headphone jack here, on and off switch, volume rocker, charger port. You do have a front-facing camera for video chat. The rear shooter, 5 megapixel with a flash, speaker, microphone, and then the 1700 milliamp battery with micro SD slot for extra memory. So, let's go ahead and dive into the phone a little bit more. The UI is a little bit different from what I have messed around with before with LG, so you have to bear in mind with me on this one. But just kind of showing everybody regarding the version of the software. Let's go ahead and go in here, and right here, right off the bat, you know it's Ice Cream Sandwich. It's like, okay, this is an Ice Cream Sandwich menu. But there you go, Android 4.0.4. Don't think that this would be getting Jelly Bean, but hey, I've been wrong before. It's rare, but it happens. You do have your data usage. So, you know, if you do have a limited data plan for whatever reason, you can, you know, manage it from here. But with MetroPCS's brand new unlimited data plan, which is, I believe, $55, I don't think you would have to have that problem. Also, every control here is done by these 3 buttons down here. So you've got your back arrow, you've got your menu, and then, of course, your home button. And with the home button, you just, you know, brings you back here to the home screen, or if you hold it down, brings you to the task manager, or I guess the swap. So you can exit out of something by going to the left or going to the right. Now, like I said, this does have 4G LTE if you do have that, and we do, but I want to kind of demonstrate the speed of the phone as well as some other things that I noticed. Alright, so the first thing I want to demonstrate here on the LG Motion 4G is going to be the speed test. But before we do that, just look at that unlock screen. That's pretty cool. I gotta admit, that's actually pretty cool. And then also, since we're there, from the unlock screen, you can, you know, go to phone, contacts, messaging, and camera, and just all you gotta do is swipe up and it brings you there. Alright, but let's go ahead and do a speed test because we are in a 4G LTE area, and just want to kind of demonstrate that speed to everybody. And go! And if you hear my daughter crying in the background, she's hungry. And my wife is feeding her now. Okay. So as we ramble and talk about Labor Day, how was your Labor Day? Mine was doing this. You can see that even though we have, well, we had the indicator for 4G, we don't have any kind of bars. Usually that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but in this case, it means everything, because we're not getting any kind of connection whatsoever. And what I want to prove to you on that was, I'm not quite sure if that is an indication of the carrier, or the phone, or both, but the fact of the matter is, I know Metro works fairly well where I live. It's about 40 minutes outside San Francisco, so we're not in the sticks, we're not in the cuts. We have tons of, you know, towers, need be, and we should have, okay, so we're finally getting something. But with LTE, it's still very low, and it still drops the connection off and on. So, barring that in mind, Wi-Fi is going to be your friend. Definitely. So one thing I noticed with a lot of the pictures that you've seen from LG, like this one that's on the box, they're drawing on the screen and everything, and that's all well and good. And I kind of wondered, you know, how would you do that? Is there a separate app that you have to download? It's actually called Quick Memo, and to get there, you just swipe down from the top, and it's in your app drawer. And part of that, you also have the power controls. So you've got sound, Wi-Fi, GPS, airplane mode, and as you can see here, you can edit that off and on. But the first thing is Quick Memo. So here, I actually started a memo here, so let's go ahead and erase that. But if you get the idea, okay, cool. Alright, so click on the little marker, write your message, and from that point you can save it, and then it's saved to the gallery, or you can share it. And these are all the ways you can share, especially to your social feed like Twitter, Facebook, Google+. Now, what is the point of that? What's Quick Memo? If you saw something like in a Facebook message, or you saw a calendar event that was very, very, very important, you could so effectively go to that event in the calendar and say, okay, well, next week, TechCrunch is the 10th of September, so let's go ahead and circle that and just put TCD, excuse my writing, and put arrows so people don't think that that's a 0. Okay, that is really disturbing, but just by this narrative, you get it. I'm circling the 10th, TechCrunch, Disrupt, and pointing to the arrows there. Great. And if people understood that as well, I could share that to my people through email, through Bluetooth, and they would get it as a picture. So that's pretty nifty, and definitely can be handy sometimes. And finally, just kind of ending up on an ice cream sandwich feature here. In your notification bar, you can swipe to get rid of things, or if it is something that you just want to get rid of all of them at the same time, there's a little X that pops up here, and just tap on that and gets rid of all of them. So definitely check out the full review on LazyTechGuys.com. You can see other reviews or anything else that we have to deal with, like TechCrunch Disrupt or any other events like Apps World 2013. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram. What else are we on? We're pretty much on everything major right now, which is good. And we definitely appreciate the subscribers, followers, and likes. Tell your friends. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure you put it in the section below. And we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. Y'all have a good day. Take care.